Hello guys and welcome to the greenhouse. In this video I want to introduce you to three of the HIKMICRO Lynx 2 series. On my right is the 15mm, in the centre the 25, and on my left is the 19mm. Three different size lenses, and what that really means in layman's terms is the smaller the number of the lens, i.e. the 15, the more you're going to see. 25mm, the less you'll see, the 19 a little bit more. So again, it's an easy way to work out camera lens sizes. The smaller the number, the more of the world we see. In my old job, we used to install like 2mm camera lenses. So you would see from the center line of a football field, you would see both goals. It was that smaller lens. But we've got a 15, a 19 and a 25. The difference with the 15 straight away is you cannot adjust that focus at the front. You can only adjust the image that your eye sees from the little adjuster on the side. All three of these scopes have got that adjuster on the side, but the 25 and the 19, for that longer range view, you can adjust that image from there. The control buttons are exactly the same all across the top. They all run off the 18650 battery, and you can run this off of a power bank to save running that battery down. So if you're on a long rat shoot or a long squirrel shoot and you're a bit concerned that the 18650 battery might not last, just plug a power bank in there and it will go all day, no problem at all. In the box that these come in, it comes with two 18650 HIKMICRO batteries and a HIKMICRO double battery charger. What I tend to do is to put another 18650 in this and go out with the two newly charged HIKMICRO batteries, and I always put a bit of tape over the positive side so you know that's a live battery and ready to go. What I'm going to do with this, these are all set at the same height. I'm going to look at some wild boar at about between 25 yards and 60 yards. So there's a small family group at 25 and the two adult males are around 60. Hopefully over in the distance, about sort of 65, 70 yards, there may be some rabbits, but you can never guarantee. They were some out earlier. What I'll do is I'll go and get this set up on the back of the truck now, get some footage of the wild boar, and you'll be able to see then the difference between the 15mm, the 19mm and the 25. I'm going to make sure all three scopes are looking exactly the same thing. So you'll be able to see how wide that picture is between the 15, 19 and the 25. That's the plan. These are all the lower resolution. That is the Falcon FQ35. What I'm going to do is overlay some footage from this whilst these are being recorded, so you can see when this zooms up that you don't get that pixelated image as much as you do with these. These are absolutely brilliant for a first thermal scope. I had a Lynx 15 when I started out. Ideal for rat, rabbit and fox shooting. You're obviously limited for your distance and also the quality of the image. You do have to learn what you're looking at. So again, you can't read that in a book. You can't watch it on a film and learn it. You need to go out, put the time in with a pair of binoculars. With that, even in daylight, looking at dogs, cats, pigeons, you name it, have a look at the stuff, see what it looks like in there and in there. They will look different and you need to educate yourself. It's an art that you have to learn yourself. You cannot read it in a book. So we'll get set up on the back of the truck. Let's go and have a look at some porky pigs and hopefully some rabbits, and we'll see you later on. So not an ideal day to do a thermal test. It's been very hot. It's actually 23 degrees at the moment. So on this video, that is how all three of these scopes will appear. So 15 on the top left, 19 in the center, 25 on the bottom right. Doing this so you can see the different fields of view you can see with all of those three scopes. And I'm currently on the red hot because pigs show up really well on red hot because they're not covered in fur, unlike foxes and rabbits, etc. So a nice view there of all three, so you've got a better idea of that wider field of view that the 15 give you as opposed to the 25 in the bottom right hand corner. So I'm going to switch across now to main screen on the LH15 and we can have a look at the quality of that. So a lovely wide view. These pigs are 40 yards away, so we're going to have a look at them a little bit closer. So switched across to the white hot. All of the HIKMICRO products currently have 4 color options: black hot, white hot, red hot and fusion. On the greenhouse frame in the distance, there are a pair of jackdaws, so they're about 65 yards away, and the family of pigs are quite happily sitting there glowing white hot. So there's the three. So this will show you how well those images refresh with moving items. There's Mark Cavendish on his way home on the final lap, and I will now stay on this and you will see a car driving through, and I'll freeze the car so you can see the different sizes of that same car on all three images. And it still stays in longer on that 15. So on the 15, we're now in squirrel shooting territory. This is 22 yards away, and I've done this so you can get a better idea of that field of view and how far wider you can see on the 15. 19, a little bit less. Again, the quality of those pigs is much better on black hot, and you will actually can see now the hair on them, and it will show up even better when we switch to the 25. Black hot's always my favorite. It does show out, gives you that much better image of the animals you're looking at. And what I'm going to do now is switch across now back to all three. So again, you can see that wide field of view top left on the 15, not such a wide one on the 19 in the center, and again on the 25 I'm struggling to get all of those pigs in the same shot at the same time. Again, I think the 15 is the one. If you're rat shooting, rabbit shooting, it's the 15. That's the one you want for that sort of that range, sort of 25-30 yards. Absolutely perfect. They're all ideal for sort of fox and rabbit shooting, but again, it's down to the quality. Talking of quality, let's have a quick look at the FQ35. This is a 640 by 512 sensor, so a much higher quality sensor. And you can quite clearly see how clear those images of the pigs are. Right, let's go now to a 62-yard rabbit on the base magnification of the LH15. We're still on black hot, and as you can see in the background, there's a very hot black wall. That's because that's been absorbing the sunlight. On the 19, you'll probably just be able to make out the rabbit's ears now on that base magnification. 25, you probably can see that now if you're watching this on a larger screen or on the television at home. Let's have a quick look now with the Falcon FQ35, and I will zoom this up now so it gives you a better idea of the quality as it zooms in. It doesn't get so much pixelated as the smaller sensor images. Absolutely no doubt at all, that's a young rabbit. We'll do the same now with the 15. Now obviously you would need to know your ground and know that there's rabbits coming out, so you would already have a very good idea that what you're looking at is a rabbit, a hare, a rat, etc. But again, you can see there quite clearly now his ears. Do the same now with the 25. That's gone back to base magnification. Last one on the 25, base magnification. You can see that rabbit's ears sticking up, and as you zoom in, that just confirms that you are actually watching a rabbit. So we'll take you through now the 4 color options fusion. This one is particularly useful, I find, for squirrel shooting in dense woodland. They show up really well against the trees. You're on to red hot. Now, as you can see in the background, the only thing glowing red is that wall because it's been absorbing the sunlight all the time. You won't see many red hot animals unless you're lucky enough to see a wild boar that doesn't have fur on it. From red hot we go to white hot. This is the last of the 4 options, and when you're out trying to film rabbits, they get bored and they run off. I hope you stuck to the end of the film. If you have, thank you very much. Please consider giving it a like and also subscribing. Contact the guys at Optics Warehouse and they will be able to help you with any questions you may have with thermal scopes. I'll catch you again on another video soon. Cheerio!